The E3 conference this year, when other studios are taking out Masterpiece, Nintendo seems to be uncharacteristic. 2/3 of the Nintendo Direct was playing introductions of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everyone was puzzled. After that, Nintendo has 2 more Directs with more details on Smash Bros. On the other hand, the producer of the Smash series, Masahiro Sakurai, made it clear that he would not be in the development on the new Smash after the release of Smash on Wii U and 3DS. But this time, he's still involved in the development of Smash Ultimate and was actively participated in the recent promoting. On the surface, this looked like the over-promotion for Nintendo and Mr. Sakurai's gave into temptation. But I found something after collecting relative information that this Smash Ultimate is more like the comfort that Sakurai sent to his friend for 29 years, Satoru Iwata. Satoru Iwata was graduated from the Department of Computer Engineering, Tokyo Institute of Technology. After that, he joined in the HAL Laboratory Inc., and he created a set of data compression methods with his excellent programming. Nintendo sees the strength beneath this young man and gave HAL Laboratory the permission to develop games for Nintendo consoles. Soon after, another young man joined HAL Lab who just graduated from high school. This man is Masahiro Sakurai when he is 19 years old. In the 1990s, Japan's bubble economy slumped. HAL Laboratory is also on the verge of bankruptcy due to failed real estate investment. At this time, Mr. Sakurai is asked to be the producer of a game that can save HAL Laboratory from all of this. And Sakurai came up with the first Kirby game. He was thinking about a game that non-gamers can easily get a handle of, but Sakurai, who is a non-technical student, encountered many problems in developing games. But his colleague, Mr. Iwata, helped him out. He uses his Iwata compression to put a wonderful Kirby world into a 512 KB Game Boy cartridge. Let's make 2 examples to feel this Iwata compression. These 2 monsters are using the same half a body. That saves half of the storage space. This boss seems to be familiar to anyone, used only 3 parts to compose. After the release, as expected, it received acclaim from non-hardcore gamers. Nintendo also sees the future of HAL Laboratory and founded to save HAL, and asked Satoru Iwata to be the president of HAL Laboratory. In 1999, Masahiro Sakurai used the same ideology on fighting games. He wants to create a fun fighting game that only needs a few minutes to get hands on. The purpose of the game is no longer to beat out the opponent's HP meter. Instead, it became a percentage meter. With the increase of the percentage, your character is throwing farther when hit. If you fall off the stage, your character is out. Last one standing wins. But he encountered problems again when he's developing the game. So he found his friend and boss, Satoru Iwata, and told him about the mechanism and thoughts about the game. The 2 hit it off and started the development. The demo version was using Matchstick Men, but Sakurai thought if they could use some famous characters, it might cause discussion among players. So they replaced the models into Nintendo icons without the permission of Nintendo, and showed the game to Nintendo after finishing the production and wished they could have the copyright on those characters. As we all know, that Nintendo takes copyright very seriously, but since the game quality was outstanding and Nintendo has great trust and appreciation for Iwata and Sakurai, Nintendo not only gave them the permission to use the characters, but also packed many scenes and stages into the game. Once the game is released, it received critical acclaim, especially in the American and European areas. Nintendo also specially came up with a promoting plan, dropping a lot of TV ads and held offline events. For instance, this is one of the advertisements that Nintendo put on TV in the US in 1999.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Bros., where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.
Just look, kids just cannot resist this type of temptation. You can even use a Link to beat the out of Super Mario. You can electrocute Kirby with Pikachu. Everyone was talking about it. As expected, the first Super Smash Bros. Had a very good sales record. In the year of 2000, Satoru Iwata was hired into Nintendo headquarters. Just 2 years later, he became the 4th president of Nintendo. But Sakurai encountered a crisis at HAL Laboratory. They kept asking him to make sequels for a Kirby game. This made Sakurai very unhappy, thought that it's limiting his creativity. After deliberation with his friend Iwata, he decided to leave HAL Laboratory and became a free producer. In 2005, Masahiro founded his own company, Sora Limited, and received a huge order from his friend Satoru Iwata, that is to develop Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In 2009, Nintendo founded its subsidiary Project Sora and hired Sakurai as president, and promised Sakurai that he could develop games for Nintendo at his own pace. After that, Sakurai and his team developed a full mark game on Famitsu, Kid Icarus Uprising on the 3DS platform. In March 2015, Satoru Iwata has announced Nintendo's new console, codenamed NX. But soon, this misfortune happened. Then he entered the ICU because of lung cancer in May 2015 and passed away on July 11, 2015. On July 13th, Nintendo companies around the world lowered their flags by half. Masahiro Sakurai posted 2 tweets on that day too. He then faded out the public view. Until 3 years later, the year of 2018, he showed up with the latest Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. After the Nintendo Direct, he posted a tweet. It finally announced, "It's okay to cry a little now, right?" Every time when Nintendo came up with a new console, Iwata would always ask Sakurai to make a new Smash on the new console. The series has long become the bond between these two close friends. Maybe there is no longer someone that will always ask him to make a sequel on the series that he hated the most. Maybe this is the last time ever. Let's just make it better. Iwata has become Sakurai's brother or like a father when he's only 19 years old. Iwata gave him help when he needed it the most. Iwata once said, quote, "On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. In my heart, I am a gamer." Sakurai is also widely known as an avid gamer. Maybe it is just because the love for games that put these two legends together that they can always agree on each other instantly. But now, God took away Sakurai's best friend. So, in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, please let Kirby, Sakurai's child, as hero to save all of the heroes of Nintendo from evil. Because those are not only Nintendo's creation, but also Iwata's children.
See